Hey, what's up everybody? Kilian here with Podium Racing. Welcome to the Charlotte SimRacing Expo 2026, where the energy was absolutely electric and Podium Racing once again delivered an unforgettable experience that had everyone talking. With just under 9,000 passionate sim racers, enthusiasts, and professionals flooding the Charlotte Convention Center, this event was the perfect stage for us to showcase what true professional grade simulation actually looks like. From the moment you stepped into our display, it was clear. Podium Racing wasn't just exhibiting. We were redefining what's possible in motion simulation. All right, let's start with our dedicated virtual reality section, where we brought a couple of high-end rigs equipped with the latest Pimax headsets. We had a couple of setups featuring the Dream Air alongside the Pimax Crystal Ultrawide, all paired with the Fanatec hardware for that seamless ultra-wide virtual racing experience. Attendees were blown away by how these rigs transported them straight into the cockpit, whether they were battling wheel-to-wheel on iconic tracks or pushing the limits in high-speed endurance races. This combination of crystal clear visuals, wide field of view, and responsive controls created moments that felt indistinguishable from real life, and the feedback was nonstop. People kept coming back for second and third sessions because they simply did not want to leave. All right, and one of our biggest standouts in our lineup was the Moza Motion 3DOF platform integrated into one of our rigs. This was Moza's brand new introductory motion system, and let me tell you, it punched way heavier than its weight class, with smooth, responsive movements that captured the essence of acceleration, braking, and cornering. It delivered an incredible entry point into the world of motion simulation. Hundreds of people who tested it throughout the weekend, and the reactions were universally positive. From wide-eyed smiles to comments like, "This changes everything," and things like, "I never knew sim racing could feel this real." It was the perfect way to show that you don't need to go all in immediately to experience next level immersion. And it left lasting impression to everyone who climbed in. All right, and moving from the Moza Motion, we stepped it up even further with the Vero Motion 6 Degree of Freedom platform. So this rig was freestanding mounted with triple 45-inch LG curved 2K 240 Hz displays, creating an insane panoramic view that wrapped around you and made every turn, every bump, and every straight feel massive. This is personally one of my favorite setups because of the actual immersiveness that these monitors also give you, and the new belt tensioner, which I'm going to bring up here shortly as well. This setup was extremely popular from the first day to the last. Lines formed constantly, and the feedback from hundreds of testers was nothing short of phenomenal. People raved about the precision, the power, and how it made their favorite sim title, which was high racing at the show, come alive in ways they never thought they could dream of. And so we also featured Vero Motion's brand new belt tensioner system on this rig as well. And honestly, it was game changer. For anyone wondering exactly what a belt tensioner system does, here's a quick breakdown. It uses a specialized harness system, 6-point, that connects basically to your chest and shoulders and wraps around your waist. Through precise actuators and software integration, it tightens and pulls in specific directions to simulate real-world G-forces. That's going to be your rumble strips, ABS activation, heavy braking, acceleration, and even lateral forces of cornering. I mean, it doesn't just shake the seat, it communicates directly with your body, providing constant realistic tension that mimics exactly what the car and track are doing at any given moment. Their latest iteration is fully compatible with most chassis and holds an entirely new level of realism that makes you feel every detail of the drive. Attendees didn't stop talking about how elevated their entire experience it was, and it quickly became one of the most discussed features of the entire expo. All right, now, if you were anywhere near our booth, you couldn't miss the absolute focal point and centerpiece of our entire display. This is the Super Spyder 6DOF with 12 inches of surge. This is currently the pinnacle of consumer motion simulation offered through Podium Racing. And through the opinions of many professionals and enthusiasts who tried it, it's hands down one of the best motion systems currently available on the market.
All right, so tell me a little bit about the Super Spyder experience that you had over here at Podium 1.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. Really what I liked about it was being able to feel the car sliding around. It was unbelievable. And just all the freedom of motion that the thing has. It looks excessive, but when you're in, you actually get immersed and you're locked in. It feels completely natural. The seat belt that you guys have on here, I didn't feel it tugging. It all felt completely natural, and that's what I really enjoyed about it.
With its massive 12 inches of surge, travel, 6 degrees of freedom, ultra-precise actuators, it delivers an unmatched level of realism, power, and fidelity. You feel every subtle nuance, the weight transfer, the road texture, the sudden snaps of oversteer or understeer, all with incredible accuracy and speed. Check out the full specs on podium1racing.com to see exactly why this rig stands in a class and league of its own. A question we heard over and over again at the Super Spyder was, how much does this system cost? The answer is roughly about $125,000. At first, a lot of people were visibly shocked by that number, but once we explained the value and the context, a lot of it made more sense to most. This technology is solely aimed at professional race car drivers and top-tier racing teams. Think Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, and others that field multiple drivers per team. The problem with relying on just one full motion professional simulator that can cost multi-millions of dollars is simple. It's extremely limited seat time per driver, and with the Super Spyder, teams can each drive their own personalized profile and setup and dramatically increase seat time for a fraction of the cost. Suddenly, that $125 price tag starts looking like an incredible investment rather than some sort of an expense. And the conversation shifted from shock to excitement as people realized the real-world impact that this can have on professional development. Another massive crowd right next to this one was our Spyder 6-DoF system. This complete turnkey system featured a high-end 5090 graphics card powering triple 55-inch Samsung Arc curved displays for breathtaking visuals and buttery smooth performance. From the robust chassis to the integrated motion platform and premium components, everything was optimized for maximum immersion right out of the box. People spent hours in this rig, testing everything from GT3 cars to wide-open Formula machines, and the consensus was clear. This kind of setup that makes you forget that you're in a simulator and convinces you that you're actually on the track. We also brought our Carbon Cub plane simulator, which shares the same powerful 6-DoF platform as some of our top racing rigs. This one was a huge hit, not with just the aviation enthusiasts, but with the actual flight schools and academies who are seriously looking at integrating this system into their official training curriculum. The realistic flight dynamics combined with motion feedback made it feel like you were truly piloting the aircraft through the skies. It was actually incredible to watch experienced pilots and complete beginners alike light up with joy and fascination as they experienced controlled flight, stalls, landings, and maneuvers that felt authentic and educational.
You can go do whatever you want, but there is a cool castle on the right side. I always like
Rounding out our impressive motion platform lineup was the Senna Rig, a responsive 4-DoF platform setup that delivered smooth, precise, and incredibly fun movements, perfect for both serious racers and more casual sim racers. According to the details on Podium1racing.com, it strikes the ideal balance of performance and accessibility while still packing a serious punch when you need it the most, depending on your driving style. And of course, beyond our own stunning setups, the entire expo floor was buzzing with other top vendors who brought their absolute best. We saw incredible displays from Asetek Racing, Fanatec, iRacing, Simucube, DoF Reality, Track Racer, Huizenveld, BDH SimRare, and many more. It was a true celebration of the entire racing ecosystem, and the collaboration and innovation on display, it was truly inspiring. Now, of course, none of what we achieved would have been possible without our incredible partners at Podium One Racing. We proudly work with some of the best brands in the industry: Huizenveld, Simicube, Acetec Racing, VPG, Fanatec, Sawbelt Sim Racing, Cubic, BDH, Vero Motion, and so many more. Their cutting-edge components are what allow us to build these world-class turnkey systems that consistently exceed expectations. All right, so moving on to our next section. Now, this is going to be a separate video that I create in the very near future. This is going to be our co-founders, Chandler and Steve, where they share the entire origin story of Podium One Racing, basically saying where they were and how they got to where they are today. This is one of the most engaging moments of the entire weekend, so don't want to miss this. As passionate racing enthusiasts themselves, they experienced the frustration firsthand when the track season ended and they were left craving more competition, more adrenaline, and more of that thrill that only the track can provide. They dove headfirst into simulators but quickly grew tired of overpriced, underperforming options that were never quite delivered the immersion that they were after. Now, drawing their combined experience from previous businesses, they forged direct partnerships with the leading brands in the industry, carefully curated the best components, and set out to build something better. What started as a vision to create sim rigs that not only matched, that actually exceeded real-life racing experience has grown into the fastest-growing turnkey simulator in the United States. Their story resonated deeply with the crowd because it came from genuine passion and a clear mission to make professional-grade simulation accessible and reliable for everyone who loves this sport. I also had the incredible opportunity to step on stage and share my own personal journey in sim racing. Now, for those who don't know me, I've been deep in the sim racing world for years as a content creator, building increasingly realistic rigs, testing the limits of sim to real transfer, and chasing that perfect blend of virtual and real world driving skill. From my early setups to track days, to collaborating with top teams and experiencing everything from radical SR3s on actual circuits to high-end motion platforms, sim racing has been a lifelong passion that's opened doors I never thought were possible. And going full-time with Podium One Racing has been a dream come true. Packing up the studio, the rigs, and everything in Florida to start this new chapter has been absolutely life-changing. Every day, I get to work alongside the team, create content that proves how powerful sim training really is, and help more drivers bridge that gap between virtual practice and real-world performance. You know, it was surreal being able to stand on stage and talk about how far this passion has taken me, from some hobbyist to a full-time contributor at one of the best sim companies in the world, was truly special. With just under 9,000 people in attendance, the Charlotte SimRacing Expo 2026 was a massive success, and Podium One Racing was proud to be right at the heart of it all. The feedback, the smiles, the genuine excitement from hundreds of racers who experience our platforms firsthand, that's what drives us every single day. Whether you're an iRacing weekend warrior, a serious competitor, or a professional team looking for an edge, Podium One Racing is here to deliver the very best in motion simulation. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we can't wait to see you at this next event, or better yet, in the driver's seat of your own Podium One Racing system. Always be racing. See you guys on the track.